All right, everyone. Hey, Rick Kaufman here, and we are getting back here on some more training. So now you have set up your group, you have invited members, and you've got a little bit of content in there. And now we're going to talk about managing your group, how to, effectively, manage your group, on some type of schedule. As far as, whether or not that's in the morning, afternoon, evenings, wherever you're coming in for just a few minutes at a time, when you're first getting started. But as your group grows, it may require more time and effort. So you can assign other moderators to people, admins to your group to oversee some of these minimal tasks that you may have as your group grows in size and also grows in activity. Because when you get a couple thousand people in a group, I mean, everybody's posting, making comments, and it really begins to take a life of its own. So let's talk a little bit about just managing our group. First off, people request to join the group, and you will see that right here. You'll see here that says where you can accept new members. I don't have any in this group right here right now, but it would say approve, and then you would pull that up. So for example, if I was to click right here where it says moderate group, you will see members requests. There would be a section right here that says members requests, and we could turn around and just click accept. We can also click on their profile. We can go creep on their profile, as I always like to call it, and kind of look at them and see what they're all about, and see if we have mutual friends, mutual connections. Also, if it makes sense for me to connect with them also, I can do that too. So remember, this is all about building relationships. Remember, taking people from an online situation to an offline. We all have opportunities to network with people, whether or not we're at a live event, such as a educational conference or a seminar, but we have the opportunity to network every day. We have this huge platform of just thousands and thousands and millions of people, and then even if you want to narrow that down right into your local community, potentially neighborhoods, you're like a farmer. You plant seeds and you have to harvest the crop. So you're out there every day tending to your plants and weeding, taking the weeds out, watering it, and so you can nurture and grow something that's big. So that's what this is all about. So we can, right in here, you will see that here where you can moderate the group from that standpoint. The other thing too is you come down, you'll see people with likes, shares, also comments. You can view all the comments here. So again, you can quickly view. I like to come down here and click like on people, let them know that I am watching. I'm seeing. If I see something that I think makes a lot of sense, I will turn around and also comment back. Again, trying to be relevant and everything. So that I think is So this post right here, trying to add, content that is going to be engaging, asking people to give their comments, their 2 cents on, and this is a plus because you're letting people know that, hey, this is pretty cool stuff, and you can basically you're letting them know that you're watching this, and you're letting them know that you like it. Make sense? Okay. Well, now the other thing too is you have the opportunity to get notifications, and you want to make sure that you're receiving notifications via email. So when people are making posts and things like that, because again, you can't always be there. So if somebody's commenting on your posts, they're commenting on, or you want to make sure you have your notifications. So you would come up here on the blue line right here. You'll see your little icons, but right here you have like a little triangle and arrow pointing down. You'd click on that, drop that down, and you will see settings. Okay, you click on the settings, And now this is going to show your name, user ID, username as far as, the Facebook name. My primary contact, I have a couple different emails, but I like things because, this happens to be kind of a business related. I want this to come to my business email. My personal account goes to my personal, and so we have, some information here, so I can add different accounts to this. So you want to come over here on the left-hand side. You will see notifications. Okay, click on notifications, and you will see what notifications you can receive. Okay, and then you can click these little down arrow buttons, and you can receive push notifications, email, and SMS notifications. SMS, if you're not sure what that is, that's text messaging. That is a really, really growing thing. That's something that we've added to our programs now with our emails and some of the things. We now have an automated text messaging program and everything that we are putting out there. It's a great way people have their phones connected to their hands at all times. So that is just something that everybody's out there doing. So then you can come down here and look at tags. Anyone, friends of friends or friends. So I like to, if I'm tagged on some, I want to see anyone. Reminders. Again, having this all set up for any reminders, more activity about you. If you want to know what people are talking or things are being said about you or anything, it's an update about you, and that's important. Updates on friends, if there's changes that they're making, people you may know, go through that. Obviously birthdays, that's a big one there. That's a great opportunity to have a conversation. Groups, this is where we're talking about groups. You want to make sure that you have your email turned on for your groups. Okay, these are groups and people, things that you manage, so you'll receive any emails, things like that when somebody requests the join or something like that. Videos, you can have this. I have email turned off on that, so we'd probably want email turned on. And let's see, events, especially I'm in water safety, drowning prevention. When people are holding events, I want to know about them. Plus, if I'm posting events, different things I might be doing. Pages you follow, so these would be pages like business pages, things like that. Allow notifications on Facebook, so you can see these notifications. Marketplace, this would be marketplace. I don't really care about the marketplace stuff, so we would just probably turn that off. Fundraiser, community support, real important. That way you can receive fundraisers. I know in my community in the water safety, there's a lot of people that send me fundraisers. I can't, I would love to donate to everybody, but obviously I can't. But from that standpoint, I know people that have this turned off because they're just inundated by so much on the fundraising side. But I like to see what people are doing. Then you have the opportunity for other notifications here. These are notifications from apps and games and requests and restaurants you may be near and offering, you more. So this would be like, paid advertisements, things like that. Then you have your, how do you get notifications? You can get notifications via your browser. This would be through Chrome notifications. Just like up here, I don't know if you see this, I have a Chrome notification here. On my calendar, actually. That's a calendar, but again, you can receive those notifications. And then here, this is where it's showing your email. So it's showing my primary email notifications, and then again, going through all the different email notifications that you want, that you've selected here. Okay, so we want the events on. We don't want the birthday or the marketplace, and so. Those are real important, and then SMS is one that you have. So again, that's kind of the same situation and scenario on any SMS text messaging features you have. So that's real important there, and so that will kind of get things set up and going. Let's talk a little bit about content, okay? And because part of managing your group is posting relevant content to your group. Okay, so I want to show you something here. I'm going to show you. You can post in your group you know, a particular way. But let's pull up your. We have. Let me see where it's at. Yeah, here we go. This is one of my tracking sheets. As you can see, it's pretty well filled up here. A lot of the yellow. Those are me. Yellow means that these are people that I've had appointments. But down here, you see some different things here, and so. This right here, let me find it, posts, okay? You can curate content. This is content, and these are the links for the content. So I utilize Feedly, and Feedly is an aggregator that we use, and so let me kind of pull that down here. So Feedly, for example, is a program here. So we have all the different RSS feeds that we follow for Aquatics, and I follow things for nonprofits. I like to know what nonprofits are doing, what's working, what's not working, also water safety, different things like that. And right here, we're following, I pulled up here, this is Swimmers Daily. There is 266 articles here in Swimmers Daily. They post stuff quite often, and there's actually a relevant story here that it says hell or high water, how racism kept black America from swimming. You know, I find this, you know, because this is a huge situation. So again, you know, you've got, you know, this is a video that it will play.
Brian Banks
and so
16 years old when he was accused of a crime he did not commit.
So I think this is pretty cool. And so, but anyways, so we will post this out here, but again, what we're going to do here, and I utilize a program here. It's called Hootsuite, and Hootsuite is basically it's a you can post to all your networks. So for example, I can come up here and I can put this link in here, and I can post this. Okay. Then we can turn around and we can go back to the article if you wanted. We can go back to the article and we can pull something here. So the numbers speak for themselves. Now, you know, no stereotype that black folks can't swim, but unfortunately, the cliche is based on haunting truths. So I think this is a pretty cool little, so we can take this and we can pull this and copy, and we can come right in here and we can give a little blurb about this, and we can just paste this right in here. And so we can, again, just putting that in there, let's see, and then we can tag our different groups. So for example, you know, I can put this into my LinkedIn group. We can put this into my LinkedIn page, that is, and we can put this into, which used to be called the Business of Drowning, and is now the Water Safety Revolution. And so we can put this into those two groups. I can also add my Twitter profile. Let's see if there's a Twitter. You got to watch the characters. There's 28 too many characters for Twitter. They limit the number of characters. So we can use. Let's see if we shorten the link, if that makes any difference. Generally, it doesn't, but we can see if it does here in this case. And so what we can do is we can go through here and edit. So what we'd probably do is take this sentence out here, and that way we can just kind of make it space, and then this way we're good. So that way we can turn around and post this, and we can turn if you want, and then I'll show you another kind of trick here too. So we can come in here and copy, but we can turn around and then post this now, or we can also schedule. So I like Hootsuite. You can get a free tool on Hootsuite, and it'll allow you to put I think up to 3 social media networks. So you can have a Facebook fan page, Facebook group, your LinkedIn profile, Twitter. So whichever groups you want to post. In this case, I'm posting to 3. Posting to my LinkedIn, to my Facebook group, and to my Twitter account. So we'll just go ahead and click post now, and this will actually post there, and then we can come back here, and when we hit the refresh button, once that's finished loading, once that's loaded and shows up there, see it's loading right now on the activities side of things, we can come in here and refresh our screen, and it'll actually post that content right there for us. So there it is, and that is how easy that is. Now, let me go to, just so you know, we can also come into our groups, and we can hit a post here. We can click post, and it'll do the same thing. Here's the thing a lot of people don't know that they can do on their LinkedIn groups and pages. We can schedule the post. So we can schedule this post for the future, you know, today, tomorrow, 3 days, whatever. So you can sit down, you know, in 30 minutes. If you spend the time and you are curating all this content, you've got the content. All you have to do is click on one, hit copy, and then here's the link for it. Hit copy, and you can go right in there and post that. If you're utilizing an aggregator like Feedly, so here's the article that I just posted. It was posted just 7 hours ago, so it's new and relevant. So, you know, in this case, it's interesting. It's interesting stuff. It might be of good use to you. But so this is all content that's just today from Swimmers Daily, and then you have like Swimming World. So where you can go through here and pull relevant content that's a little different than probably what anybody else is posting. So this is pretty cool, and especially if you're speaking to swimming coaches, swimming instructors, people that are around the world in the sport of swimming. Let's see here. We can also come down. Let's see. Swam is another one that posts a lot of good content, and so in some cases you're going to see this content repeat. But again, this is just a great place that you can come and do this, and you'll see your notifications pop up here. So and sometimes people, when you post something, they're gonna comment very quickly, and it's going to show up right away. Is it a good idea to turn around and read most of this? I usually read the first little bit, make sure that it is, appropriate, whatnot, because I do work in the aquatics and the African American community, and the underprivileged families, people like that, are at the greatest risk. In other words, the African American community drowns at a much higher rate. They're up like 66% of all the drownings are African Americans, and so it's a huge number when you really think about it. So now you have people engaging with your content. Now you can come back and you can update that content, and you can keep it relevant and whatnot, if that makes sense. So other than that, it's really not too hard. You can come in here. Let's go back to moderate group, because you can also schedule posts here too. You can members questions, member reported, auto flag, group apps, member requests, things like that. You can come in here, moderate group. You can click here, admins and moderators. In this case, you can add people to moderate your group, and so in this case I could add my wife. So she is one of the moderators of the group. So that it just makes it easy to add more people to help you moderate and keep track, approve members, whatever the case may be. Okay. And so we'll go ahead and wrap up this training here. Hopefully it was good for you, just touching on some very basics. But again, getting this down to where it's still only going to take you just minutes a day, or things like that, to be able to manage your group here on Facebook. And like I said, Facebook is a great place, a great resource to have these discussions and chats with people. So enjoy your day, and we will see you in the next training. So talk to you guys.